Hi, everyone. My name is Colin McCormick. I'm a program director of Chicago Immigrant Transit Assistance, or CITA, CITA, with a local nonprofit called the Interfaith Community for Detained Immigrants, or ICDI. And so the CITA program, where I oversee, is the work of the Greyhound bus station. So we're greeting refugees and asylum seekers at the Chicago Greyhound bus station every morning, and supporting them with kind of just the basic essentials: a backpack, a phone, a working phone, hats and gloves, winter coats in the winter, especially anything that they might need. That we can help alleviate that burden, we're happy to do it. And so we're mostly greeting families, many times with very, very young children. And quite honestly, they only have the clothes on their back. Um, and can we pull up the photos? Okay. So when we greet them at the Greyhound, we're just trying to check in, see if there's anything we can help them with right away to open a conversation. And once we have a little bit more understanding of what might help them in that moment, we either bring the supplies or people come over with us to our little room setup that you can see in the photos. It's one of our 2 storage units where we keep all of the supplies. And in the storage unit that you can see the drape curtains, that's for a changing room to try on the clothes, where we keep our backpacks, and the volunteers start the shifts at 5:45 in the morning. And then the other photo is just a photo of a presentation I put together recently. And on the left-hand side of that photo, I have the release paperwork and the damaged shoes, the shoes without soles in them, the shoes that are torn and wet from walking through the river, and the clothing that you might be able to see in there is torn and very stained. And then on the right hand side of that photo of the presentation is what we hope that all of the people that we greet at the Greyhound leave the program with, right? So whether we have a few hours or only 5 minutes with a family, we hope that at least everyone is able to get the backpack with the snacks, the water, the hygiene kits and products as a way to welcome them, not only due to the fact that they don't have usually more than just the clothes that they're wearing that day, but also to welcome people with dignity. And if we can go to the next slide, please. And so in these 2 photos, it's the same family, but it's myself and Pastor Anakari Johnson. And this morning we greeted this family from Nicaragua, and we were able to invite them over to the storage unit, which is just across the street from the Greyhound station. And the family got a fresh change of clothes, all of them. And you can see in the photos that there's a backpack on the father and the daughter's backs. And so in there we have, the fresh change of clothes, anything that they might need hygiene kit wise, stuffed animals and coloring books for the little girl to do something while they're sitting for so many hours on the bus. And I would ask that if, when you see them, remember that the backpacks and the phones are for these young parents, this young family that really is starting fresh with nothing more than the clothes that we greeted them with that morning. And so it can be really difficult to imagine the complex situations that families are fleeing from. But we hope that, again, while the backpack and the phones and all the other things that we're able to provide aren't going to solve all of their problems today, it will help alleviate the hunger and the thirst, some of the fear and worries that they might have, and help make the trip a little bit more comfortable until they get to their new home.